Hey, welcome to our first course. What I'd like to start with is the basics of electrical, and one of the most common questions I get asked when going out to a service call or getting someone to understand how a switch works when you only have a two-wire system. And what I have drawn here is exactly that. You're going to have a switch coming into a room, doesn't matter which room. So typically a bedroom will only have one switch for your light that is in the ceiling, or you might have it controlling a switched receptacle as well. So you're going to come into your room, you're going to hit the switch, and it's going to turn on your light or receptacle that is up in the ceiling or in the wall where you have a light plugged into. And the wire coming from the light over to the switch is only going to be a two-wire wire. And what does that mean? Is a two-wire wire has two insulated cables. It actually has three wires, but only two are insulated. That is your black and your white. The ground wire is going to be a bare copper unless you're getting an insulated ground, and then that's a different type of wire altogether. But sticking to the basics. So coming into the light, you're going to have some sort of power that's coming in there. And at the switch, you're only going to have a white wire. So white is going to be the blue color, just because I can't write white on white. And you're also going to have a black wire coming in as well. Same thing in here, because it's the same wire. You're going to have a black wire coming in, and you're also going to have a white wire coming in here as well. Now you're going to have a two-wire typically here. It could be three, but on that I'll do that with a separate video. So we're going to say that we have another two-wire coming in to feed the box itself. And what you're going to want to do is, in order to make this switch work, you're going to need to feed the switch first. So the typical way you do it, and according to code, is that you want to take the black wire here that is going to be your power in, and this is going to be your neutral wire or your white wire. So your power coming in is going to want to feed the white wire that's going down to the switch. And then when you turn on the switch, this goes up, you're going to have the power coming back up on the black wire. So I will make this connection right now. So you're going to have your black wire meet up with your white wire here. And I will do a connection here. So that's a Moret. So now you can see your blue wire has power, or sorry, your white wire has power coming down to the switch. And what you're going to want to do is take that wire, excuse me, this marker's not working too well, and you're going to want to wrap it around the one set screw, or the one screw on the switch. The next wire, the black wire, you're going to wrap it around the other switch. And you're going to have a green wire as well in this, and that is going to be going to the back of the box. You do not need to ground a switch, because you are simply breaking the circuit. You can if you wanted to, however, by taking this ground wire to the box, and when you screw in your switch, because this is going to be a metal box and this is metal, your switch is going to be grounded through the actual device itself, or through the box itself. However, moving forward, now once you move this switch up, the power is going to flow through here up here onto the black wire. So you know when you're troubleshooting the switches or the lights that the power coming up here is going to be your black and not your white, so you won't be confused. You'll understand the power here. Once that's done, you're going to have the wire coming up here, the black, and then you have your neutral here. So your neutral wire is going to go directly onto the white wire screw, or the white wire tail, or it also could be a brass and silver screw set such as this on here. So you can see this is a silver screw, that's where your white wire would go, and then this is a brass screw, that's where your black wire would go. And so once you connect this wire, this means that it's not making a connection when I jump over like that. Once you have that connection, your light will turn on once this switch goes up. And once you go down, you want to also notice that the switch or the light goes off. And one quick tip is, if you install the switch wrong, when you go to put it in, and if you have this switch up and the light's off, you know you have it in backwards. Typically when you have it going up, you want the light on, and when you have it down, that is off. That's typically how all switches are designed, except for when you get into the two-way or the three-way or the four-way, the three-way and the four-way switching. Hopefully this covered everything. The next video I'm going to do is also the same wiring. However, we're going to be putting down a 3-wire because the new codes require that you put a 3-wire wire down from your box to your light for the new smart switching that is out on the market nowadays. If you have any questions in regards to this, please don't hesitate to email me. Anybody watching this should have my contact info, and I'll be happy to help you out with any of this at your own property. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.